Hey there, gang. Patrick King here, coming to you live from a roadside truck stop area in Plains, Virginia. In between clinics right now, heading tomorrow to South Carolina. Today's question comes to us from Lisa. And Lisa writes in, I've been showing intro level Western dressage for about a year. As soon as I go into the ring to show, my mare feels like she has concrete legs, like she's balking, but I still have movement. I lose her bend and it's like she flips a switch and just ignores my cues. She's more concerned with everything else than she is with me. She leans toward the stalls when we enter down center line, and I get a lot of fussy in my comments from the judges. I need help. The traffic is pretty loud right now, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. But so the challenge, or the advice, I guess I'd say, that I would offer to Lisa and to anybody that has a horse in this situation where we're trying to go out and compete, we're getting out into the show pen, and the horse is just so rattled and worried about everything else they can't focus on us. The best advice I can give for that is more and more exposure. This sounds to me like a horse that would benefit greatly from going and attending clinics, kind of the ride-a-test dressage clinics that they offer out there. Another thing that I offer to a lot of my students as help getting their horses okay in the show pen is to get out and spend some time at some kind of more local fundraising type horse shows where you can maybe potentially pay a smaller day fee or class fee to go out and get your horse exposed to more and more horses. Oftentimes I see we end up with horses that get stuck in kind of the dressage horse bubble mindset, and when we get to the dressage shows, it's all one thing. Everybody does their thing and it's fairly quiet and rather benign. And that's great when the horse is seasoned, but if the horse doesn't have the experience, I feel like that can almost be too sterile of an environment, and it's just enough for them to kind of lose their cool. Again, unless they're more seasoned. So to get those horses out and seasoned, I like to take them to horse shows where you've got your barrel horses running, you've got your trail classes going on, potentially you've got your driving horses there. So there's a lot of commotion that you and your horse can get accustomed to a whole lot of stuff going on. Too often, riders try to play it too safe and too quiet, and that's just enough to keep the horse upset. It's not enough to help them overcome those things. So that's always my advice for even up to the first couple years of getting a horse out and seasoned and prepared for the show arena, is getting them into as much activity as possible. Another one of my favorite ways to expose horses is by getting them out to some of the larger expos that are out there. You just can't recreate those types of situations at home where you might have dozens of horses in an arena doing dozens of different things all at the same time. If you can play it safe, if you can go in with a semblance of control over the situation. I love getting, at this point, I don't have any personal horses of my own because I'm on the road teaching, but when I did, I loved getting them out there to those clinics and to those expos, because if I'm presenting in an expo, I'm in a situation where I can control that situation, and if the horse needs to spend more time getting used to something, well, that's a perfect situation to do that. Now, understandably, not everybody can do that, right? If Lisa, in this case, is going to take her horse to an expo, she's under the guidance of that clinician. So I would say choose your expos and choose your clinicians wisely if you're going to get into a situation like that, because the last thing you need to do is have somebody try to cram that horse into a specific package or program that they're set to speak about. All right, because that can cause even more anxiety down the road. So we've got to always be thinking it's about helping that horse to build confidence and focus in all those situations like that. So hopefully this is helpful to you, Lisa, and I hope that you'll keep us posted and updated with your progress on your horse. Hopefully this has been helpful to anybody else out there who maybe has a horse that goes in and gets stuck and gets fussy in the show pen. It's all about building their confidence and helping them to gain more experience. Truth be told, it's probably good for the rider too. So if this has been helpful, please feel free, give us a like or a comment in the comment section below. If you have some friends that might need to hear this advice or that could benefit from this information, please feel free, tag them in the comment section below or share this video directly with them. We really, really appreciate that. And don't forget, gang, you keep sending in your questions and I'll keep talking about horses. Thanks so much.